Hey y'all, Reverend Fox here. So, I asked some of my friends uh, what I should do about my current depression. I asked about should I see a therapist? Should I just talk to you guys about it? Should I do a video about it? And, um, many of them recommended that I just do a video, just to get things off my chest that are going on right now. Okay. Now, in my last video, I mentioned that I've been dealing with depression and anxiety pretty much my entire life. And I have seen therapists about it, but they've all failed me in various ways, such as there was one brilliant fucking therapist in particular who every single session she would fall asleep right in the middle of things. Yeah, best and brightest, huh? And she was one of the top rated um, psychotherapists in Fallon, Nevada at the time. How, bitch? Or am I just that boring? You know? So that gave me a little bit of a complex. Uh, Understandably so, I would think. But still, nonetheless, it bothered me. So I saw another psychotherapist. Well, psychologist in this case. Um, he was a pastor. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna get religious crap from him, and I totally did. It's everything he countered with was, well, the Bible says this about this topic and this about that. And it's like, yeah, but that doesn't help me here, you know? That doesn't help me in the here and now. It doesn't help me with what I'm going through. It Sure, it may help you in defining things for yourself, but there have been others, but those are the two that I commonly bring up when discussing this. So, in this video, I'm going to discuss a few things that are really weighing heavily on me. And this video is not, this video exists outside of the purview of my hiatus because it's just me talking. So, one of the things that's bothering me the most is my weight loss journey. Well, that's going so fucking well, ain't it? I'm fluctuating, not having net loss. Sure, I'm having results in that my waistline is shrinking, but you know, am I gaining muscle? Am I retaining waste? Am I retaining water? Uh, there's no way to tell. So it's it's bothering me to a point. I mean, sure, it's a minor thing. It's just weight loss. I have to lose maybe I think it's like 70 pounds, and then I'm no longer considered obese. So, yeah, it is what it is. Um, Another thing is my job. I love my job. I love the people I work with, and I love what I do. But every time I have even the smallest screw up, I punish the hell out of myself because I know that my minor screw up is going to cause someone else inconvenience further down the line. And I don't know how to handle that, you know? So it's like a couple numbers off will steamroll and it's steamroll, snowball, and it'll cause a greater effect. You know what I mean. And then the third thing is my Bronco, which is back in working condition, albeit with some improvisation. Now, I'm a fix-it guy. Whatever it is, if I can find a how-to online on how to fix something, you bet your ass I am going to fix it. But I need the parts. Well, the current problem with it is the ignition system. Now, if you know anything about Ford ignition systems from 87 to 95, specifically Ford trucks, Broncos, F-150s, 250s, 350s, they all have the same ignition system. So you would think that all the parts would be readily available, at least still in production in some form. Most of them are, except for one, and that one is the most important piece. Now, the most common part that breaks is and this has been happening a lot with a lot of Ford owners who own Fords of my era. The lower ignition actuator bar shears off at the connection point between the upper actuator and the bar itself. Why? Because it's made of shitty pot aluminum. So I broke into my steering column because my key jammed over too far and wouldn't return. I had to disconnect my battery because it was locked into the run position, not on, not ignition, but just run. You know, the glorified accessory position. One click over, or two in certain vehicles. So I disassembled the shrouding of my steering column, and was able to extract the key cylinder. Well, when that happened, I discovered that I have a brand new lower actuator bar. Okay, so that's not the problem. It's the upper actuator, which is a rack gear that sits on the pinion that is actuated by the key cylinder. Okay. Small part, shouldn't be a problem, right? Shouldn't be a problem to go find one at Napa or AutoZone or whatever. Nope, this part is absolutely not in production. So I'm frustrated because I can't properly fix my Bronco to the point where it was, so I have to improvise. Currently, I am improvising by the fact that I use a pair of lock pliers to push the ignition rod. Fine. whatever. The key just sits limply in the cylinder. Doesn't do a damn thing anymore. I can at least remove it if I want to, but right now it's just it's there for effect. Well, the total solution that I have is an electrical system. Just, a couple of push buttons and a switch or two. And I have those parts installed already, kind of. I installed a switch, a push button, and an indicator light because I was going to do another project that involved, needing a switch and a button. Well, that never came around, so that's how I'm going to have to start my Bronco. But I cannot, for the life of me, find a wiring diagram or any information online as to which wires I need to reroute to the switch and the button. So that's bothering the fuck out of me. So aside from that, my sleep schedule's fucked. I have to wake up earlier. I don't mind that. I've become more of a day person anyway, or a morning person anyway. But I'm a morning person who is also a recovering insomniac, So I got a little bit of a problem there. I have to force myself to go to sleep at a certain time without the use of something like melatonin, because all that does is make me groggy the next day. Yeah, you see my problem there. And the final piece that's really bothering me, at least that I can think of, is the fact that I'm not succeeding with the build project for the revitalization of my channel. It's a simple project, but I just can't find the time to do it or the motivation. So that's just it's depressing. So other than that, it is what it is. I mean, there is more. There's a lot more. But it's stuff that I don't want to talk about, The stuff that I don't even want to talk about to my closest friends. It's personal stuff that is all going on up here and would do nothing to get it out there. But at least I got these things off my chest for whatever that'll do. But yeah. So I like this format, by the way. This kind of just talking to the camera with this visual representation of my depression, my anxiety, my the fact that I feel like I am out of focus. Yet there's no reason I should be, Yeah. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.